Welcome back here to the IonaInsider.com. John Stinker here with head coach Billi Godsey. Billi, the first game is finally here. How's it feel? Finally underway, the basketball season.
The words exactly. Finally, it feels great. I'm excited to get going today. It's good for the girls. They're really pumped and they're ready to go.
One thing you wanted to bring into the system was a new defense. You wanted to bring a defensive philosophy in. Can you talk about that change and how your defense might differ from that of what Coach Bozzella had in the past?
I think Coach B was a little bit more aggressive defensively in the passing lanes, so they were a little more denial on the line, up the line type of defensive team. And I think it'll be good for our girls to try something different with the gap defense style, where they're more in help, they're more in the gaps. Still aggressive on the ball defense, still aggressive in those lanes, but really trying to help each other more in a team style defense rather than just individual on the line, up the line.
And how do you go about teaching that in practice?
A lot of breakdown drills. We start with defense every day, and we try to stress to them that this is what we're going to be known for. This is how we're going to try to make it an emphasis. They're buying in. They're getting there. We're not where we want to be yet, but it's a work in progress, and they understand what we want, and they're trying every day to work to get to where we need to be.
Now today's the first game. There's obviously going to be some anxiety and that's expected of the players in the first game. And you as the coach, first head coach, what are the words you're going to give to the players to try and calm them down before the game to make sure that they're ready to go at the tip?
I'm just an honest person, and I'm straightforward, and I'm going to address it right there. Say, hey, listen, you're going to be nervous. You're freshman, you're going to be nervous. You're going to turn it over. You're going to dribble it off your foot. You're going to make a mistake, but you have to play through it, and we have to help each other play through it. Especially the freshmen have to pick, or the older kids have to pick up the freshmen, and then it's first game jitters for everybody, whether it's a freshman year, senior year, whatever the case may be. So just really put it out there and say, this is what's going to happen. Let's play through it. Let's move on from it, since we know what our fate is.
Obviously, the seniors Sabrina and Haley can really help in that. How can they help the freshmen manage their emotions in this game?
I think it's just a matter of consistently being there for them, talking through every single possession. Talking to them on the bench, talking to them through warm-ups, and keeping them focused and in the right mindset. It's just a consistent having somebody there, knowing you have somebody having your back.
Let's get to Arizona. They come in from the Pac-12, a talented team despite not having a good record last year, but they bring in a very young front court. The Brittany Jones was a nominee for a McDonald's All-American. She had 24 points in their exhibition game. Is she someone you really have to stop to win this game?
Absolutely. I don't think that their record last year shows how talented they are. They had a few kids go down with injuries last year, and they have one young lady back who's going to be big for them, Candace Worthen. And they also have, like you said, a young front court who's very, very talented. And I think Coach Butts has done a great job of recruiting really good post players into her program and getting them ready right away. The stats they put up in the exhibition game were very good for freshmen.
Yes.
So we're going to really have to focus on defending very well. We're going to have to focus on helping down in the post and giving each other support through that. But they're a tough team. What
does Sabrina and Joy need to do individually to make sure that that Arizona doesn't take over the game down low?
I think they just have to be engaged. They have to make sure that they know where their player is at all time. They have to try to take a spot before the offensive player takes a spot, and they just have to play good straight up defense. With these new rules changes, everything's a foul.
Yeah.
So They're going to have to keep their hands off. They're going to have to stay engaged, and they're going to have to box out every single possession because their kids are really aggressive on the boards, and they're going after it. So we have to stay locked in every defensive possession.
Defensively, the Wildcats held opponents to below 30% from beyond the three-point line, and obviously the Gales, they rely on that three-point line a lot. Is that a concern for you and the coaching staff heading into this game?
Sure, yeah. They're a good defensive team. They contest very well, and we're a good shooting team. So I'm pretty sure they're talking about that, and I'm pretty sure they're going to try to guard the three-point line. And we've talked about it. We just have to be ready to shoot right away, and we have to be ready to make an extra pass since they move so well in the half-court set. We've definitely talked about it, but we're going to prepare our best to make sure that they don't take that away from us. It's a strength of ours.
Overall, what is the key to winning this game against Arizona?
I think we're going to have to come out and set the tone energy-wise, and I think we're going to have to go to our strengths, and we have to run. So we have to defend really well, box out, get some stops, and then just go. We have to go in our transition and really push the tempo and not allow them to get set in the way that they want to play.
All right, that's head coach Billi Godsey in the first game for the Iona Gales against the Arizona Wildcats. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this commercial break.